Welcome to Airborne, the world of flight for the Epic Extreme Sports channel. Extreme sports happen fast, and so will this show. In the next half hour, you will get a peek into the high speed of skydiving in the millennium. Skydiving is the extreme sport of human flight, providing many disciplines, leaving no room for boredom. Skydivers soak up every cc of adrenaline in every inch of space from top to bottom, using every jump as a chance to challenge themselves and push the edge of human flight.
Traveling somewhere, could be anywhere. There's a coldness in the air, but I don't care. We drift deeper, and life goes on. We drift deeper into the sound.
In surfing, they say, don't get bored, get a new board. In skydiving, high-performance canopies now change the last half of a skydiver's view on landing, bringing the excitement of the speed and flight to the ground.
Traveling somewhere, could be anywhere. There's a coldness in the air, here, but I don't care. We drift deeper.
Standing on the sky surfing allows the human flight pilot control beyond the body. The board creates a whole new dimension of solo flight, allowing new forms of movement. The introduction of the skyboard made surfing the sky a reality. Mixing the disciplines creates more possibilities of expressing space. Solo freestyle, the start of three-dimensional flight, added another path to the sport of skydiving. Freestyle allows the individual the challenge of their own space and artistic expression. This opened the door to radical body movements and allowed one to push their own limits as an individual. Even as an individual aspect of flight, the cameraman made it a two-person team, fueling its own place on the competitive skydiving circuit. Through competition, solo freestyle became a rigid set of compulsory moves, setting up its inevitable metamorphosis into free fly.
We drift deeper, and life goes on. We drift deeper, drift deeper. We drift deeper into the sound, and life goes on. We drift deeper into the sound, feeling strong.
The heart of skydiving is relative work, or formation flying. The origins of pure human flight, group flying is using individual skills for a common goal.
We drift deeper into the sound.
From skydiving's inception, group flight was a major attraction and challenge. From 4 to over 300 jumpers in the air at once, formation flying provides a unique feeling of individual accomplishment through a group.
So bring it on.
Everyone has their own job, but all have to act as one. As in any discipline of skydiving, four-way takes much dedication to master and excel at. Competitive four-way is the fastest, most aggressive, focusing on speed and unity. With less than a minute of working time, the amount of attention and focus on one goal unified by the group has a sense of accomplishment all its own. Falling down a single column of air, the dance of a four-way's outcome is immediate. Formation flying is the foundation of skydiving, and its skills are the start of any skydiver. Free flying is the ultimate three-dimensional flying, and a speed fest taking relative work to the next level of human flight while opening new ways of flying previously not utilized. Using 360 degrees of individual space drew more and more from the jumper pool, forever changing the face of skydiving. Jumping 2 people at a time turned into 3 with one as a cameraman, and the three-way competition team was born. For years, the sport was on its belly, and free fly soon turned the sport on its head. Now the kids were up first, up front, and ruling the skies. Big waves take the knowledge and expertise of each jumper and demand their focus to a single task. One big formation made of many jumpers. Soon the call for world records began, and skydiving's most popular discipline just got a new challenge. This issue of Airborne introduces to you to one of the hottest and fastest growing disciplines within the world of skydiving, free flying, the ultimate art of three-dimensional extreme human flight. When we come back, growing free flyers. Welcome back to Epic Extreme Sports Channel's Airborne. We left you with a small peek in today's world of skydiving. Now we take a look at the evolution of free fly, the hottest and fastest growing discipline within the sport of skydiving. As jumpers' experience grew, they grew together. One-on-one coaching was born out of a jumper's hunger for learning. Flying with all body surfaces is a delicate balance of body awareness. Learning to fly head down at over 160 miles per hour had a big learning curve and took a lot of jumps and dedication. One-on-one coaching kept this new high-speed alternative safe for both jumpers. In head-down multi-dimensional flying, sudden shifts in body position can create radical speed changes and a whole new set of safety problems. Individual training takes the level of free flyers one by one from beginner to advanced and does it fast. The need for training creates a whole new job and way of life for the skydiver. Now another door was opened for the path of instructor, securing money and travel. Freestyle finds itself becoming redefined with the addition of free rounds in the competition. Now, not only do the flyer and cameraman have to fly predetermined routines, but they also have the opportunity to creatively challenge themselves together and highlight their own flight styles. Adding a cameraman to a pair of free flyers created a team ready for competition, and it didn't take long for many to start climbing the ranks through advanced moves and dynamic combinations of all the varied moves invented. The swell of competitors brought sponsorship and the attention of the industry. Teams soon found themselves free to concentrate on jumping and perfecting their own styles while making thousands of jumps. The creative possibilities opened the eyes to the whole sport as three-way competition made its way to the Nationals and then on to the World Meet as an integral discipline in skydiving worldwide. Free rounds of creativity kept the momentum of free fly alive and in a constant state of challenge and growth. As with any artistic event, free fly competition included compulsory rounds to set standards and prove a team's ability to perform what was laid in front of them. What you are seeing are years in the sport and thousands of jumps. What you are seeing is a way of life. They make it look easy because they live this every day and are doing what many never thought was possible. Free flying completely and constantly redefines pure human flight. Some have said that pure freedom lies in being able to act in the now with confidence and purity. When you leave the plane in skydiving, you have committed your life and committed to saving it so you can jump again. Your whole life is right now. There's nothing else to worry about, nothing to think about. Your awareness over time expands in all directions. Saving your life using a parachute becomes second nature, freeing your mind to challenge itself with flight. In these moments, time is as important as it is irrelevant. Your sense of reality in relation to the rest of the world is polarized. The connection to another is intense, perfect, and needs no words to convey a message. Flying three-dimensionally can not only slow time, but allows the air to support the body as though your whole being is held in the palm of your Creator. Years went by before there were enough qualified free flyers to put 4, 6, or 8 together at once. Soon, invitational camps started popping up across the USA, gathering the best in the world with the vision of a full 10-way, then a 16-way, and on to 20-way attempts, all within just 3 years. When we come back, the ultimate challenge of many. Welcome back to Epic Extreme Sports Channel's Airborne. We left you with the evolution of free fly. Now we take you to the air for the world records formations of free flying. No matter what the dive, much time is spent on the ground in rehearsal towards the goal. A big way is the term used to describe the art of flying in a group, usually as big as possible. Most of the time, a big way is one formation, also called a point. If more than one point is the goal, then the dive is officially called a sequential dive. What makes a big way separate from other free fly dives is that all flying is head down, which is inherently unstable. But the greatest challenge for big wave free flying is the speed. Increased speed means less airtime because one is using up altitude quicker, and for safety, the formation has to break off higher to open their parachutes as compared to belly flying. What makes any dive work is planning, and the work spent on the ground does a few things. One, it can root out any problems with the exit and positions of flyers. 2, it ingrains the dive into the brain of each individual, creating one unified goal as a group, giving an overall feeling of possibility and accomplishment for what is to come. Growth started with smaller numbers, working on flying in proximity to one another, which led to sequential flying, something unheard of in free flying at the time. All this experimenting led organizers to find formations that were stable and suitable for the base formation. The base formation is the most important component to any skydive. It is the beginning, the foundation, and the heart of the dive. To get a solid big wave formation dive, the organizers needed a solid base that worked on every dive right out of the door of the airplane. To increase awareness, create experience, and test new concepts, Team Alchemy created organized learning camps. These camps produced the keys organizers needed for success, and the dives grew. This 16-wave formation tests basic formation flight characteristics that have never been explored before. The traveling camps gave jumpers the opportunity to gain new and valuable formation and sequential experience while providing organizers a list of jumpers that were qualified. Many ideas were tried. Some worked, some didn't. But what did happen was a worldwide team evolved, and something came from nothing. In 2003, at Skydive Sebastian, Florida, Team Alchemy and the Free Fly Training Center put the pieces together and tried the impossible, a 30 wave. As a first, this produced many challenges for the organizers. The number of jumpers created several new requirements. 30 people meant 2 planes. 2 planes created separation between jumpers, something no one had ever dealt with in head-down formation jumping. With so many people and so little time, more altitude was required. Jumping from 18,000 feet meant jumpers must use oxygen on the ride up. Over 5 attempts were made, and much was learned on this groundbreaking event. In the end, and under the crunch of time, organizers made the call. Shooting for a 24-way, organizers realized the goal of a world record free fly made the history books. Once completed, the formation flew together for over 7 seconds, and organizers knew they had a working formula. When we come back, double or nothing. Welcome back to Epic Extreme Sports Channel's Airborne. We left you with the biggest head-down formation to date, the 24-way, seen here. Even after the great success of this dive, organizers sounded crazy with their plans to almost double the attempt. Now, just a year after this first free fly world record, Team Alchemy was determined to up the ante by going for a 42-way. Getting skydivers to all meet in one location at the same time is hard enough. Keeping their attention for more than a few minutes is even harder. Putting together world record attempts takes a lot of will, dedication, planning, and money. First, a host skydiving drop zone needs to be acquired. Planes that fit the needs of the organizers secured. Qualified international FAI judges must be found and booked. Then invitations are sent out, follow-ups are needed, and the list finalized with alternates. People are flown in from all over the world to one location. Briefings are held, planes are at the ready, and dirt dives, earthbound practice, begins. In 2004, over 59 flyers from around the world were invited for the attempts in one of the country's largest and most well-known drop zones, Skydive Paris Valley, California. It is to date the largest gathering of the world's best free flyers. Some met for the first time, the bond is still the same. Parachuting is a family, a community, no matter where you are from or who you are. Paris has not only the talent, the facilities, the airplane, or the weather. Paris has the attitude of making whatever you can come up with happen. The home of numerous world records, jump for the causes, Hollywood shoots, and best skydiving talent in the world, Paris was the choice. This time there was almost double the number of jumpers. 3 planes and less altitude. Jumping from 16,000 feet and using oxygen, flyers attempted on a serious technical assault, starting with 39 ways. Perfect weather kept the planes flying, and organizers used the non-stop jumping action to perfect each jump. It was a rigorous schedule. The days and dirt dives were long. Still, with each passing dive, the flyers kept beating last year's record. The possibility of reaching the goal was within view. Just like last year, each jump led to the group to victory. Organizers assembled plans, tore them apart, and reassembled their entourage. Trouble problems were identified, jumpers reassigned, cut, and pieced were needed. Many of these jumpers made many sacrifices to get to this level. From losing their jobs to losing relationships, many did whatever it took to get here. This dedication to one goal, not just learning a new skill, becoming more than just good at it, has many prices. The life, view, and time spent as a skydiver is hard to describe. Full of camaraderie, trust, and friendship. Living your life to fly and be a part of the sky has many rewards. By day 3, in just 8 jumps, the 42-way world record was in the bag, well ahead of schedule. In the end, flyers made 15 jumps, 7 of those after the record. Flyers almost completed a 45 and a 47 way. It is clear free flying is on its way to even bigger accomplishments in the very near future. It is also clear that the path of skydiving has forever been altered. The view from above is a lure to come back again and again. Thanks for tuning in to Epic Extreme Sport Channel's Airborne. Until next time, spread your wings.